Hi everyone, welcome to Stephanie dCH Yoga. I'm Stephanie and today we have a leg love flow. So we'll be focusing on our legs and feet today, giving them a good stretch and strengthen. So let's start in all fours. Keep the toes tucked under here. Wrists are under the shoulders, knees under hips. Elongate the spine, make your back like a lovely tabletop. Crown of your head shines forward so your neck, back of your neck is straight and flat. And when you're ready, inhale, drop the belly, look forward, come to a cow pose. Exhale when you're ready, coming to a cat pose. Rounding the spine, inhale, drop the belly, look forward, cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, drop the head, cat pose. So take a couple more with your own breath. Moving mindfully, no rush. Coming back to a neutral spine, and let's take our right leg out behind. Keep the toes on the floor for the moment and just rock forwards and backwards over the foot, kind of peeling the toes under and then going over the top of them and just stretching out. On another inhale, lift the heel up so toes are pointing down, hips are neutral, and then just take a few rotations of your ankle one way then the other, point and flex the toes, and then eventually bend that knee. Keeping that knee at that angle, take some pulses, kicking the foot up towards the ceiling. I'm going to do about 20 of these. So notice how this movement comes from my hip rather than from my knee. My knee, the angle of my knee is not changing. Kick out, bring that foot down to the ground. Let's just untuck the toes for a sec. Let's sit back and just take a little weight off the wrists. Twinkle the fingers, move the wrists one way then the other. Move them gently, mindfully. Don't flap them as might feel like you want to, because it's not actually very good for them at all. Coming back to your tabletop, toes tucked under when you're ready. Inhale, take the left leg out behind. Rocking, rolling over the toes. Stretch out the back of the leg. When you're ready, you can take another inhale and raise that heel up. So leg is straight out behind, kicking through the heel. My weight is even between my hands. Take ankle circles, point and flex that foot. Excellent. So when you're ready, you can bend that leg, take those pulses, about 20 on this side. Try to keep the angle of your knee the same. So letting that movement originate from your hip, like a hinge. I think I just laughed here because something fell off the windowsill and made me jump. So if you saw that, I'm sorry. We're going to take that leg out behind and bring it back down, all fours. And keep the toes tucked under. Sit the hips back with the hands a little further forward. Make your way very gently to a downward facing dog. So pedal the feet, bend one knee and then the other. Breathe here. Take any movement that feels good. Let your head be heavy. When you're ready, inhale, right leg goes high. Turn the toes out to the right. Bend the knee. Knee comes up towards the ceiling. Heel comes towards your bum. Move your foot around if you like. Look under your right armpit. Three-legged dog with a hip opener here. Inhale, stick that leg back up, straighten out the hips, exhale the foot down. Inhale, left leg high, turn the toes out. Knee comes towards the ceiling, heel towards your bum, look under your left shoulder. So again, trying to get the weight even between my two hands, trying not to collapse into that right shoulder. Inhale, kick that leg up, exhale it down for your downward facing dog. And come back down. to all fours. So I'm going to turn so you can see what I'm doing. You can stay where you are, but you are going to need a bit of space either to both sides of you, your left and right, so just move if you need to. You're going to come to an all fours position with your feet tucked under. We're then going to kick our right leg out behind. I'm just moving to show you here. Out behind like we just were. Toes point down, and then let's bring that leg over to the right hand side, hover it above the ground for a moment, a couple of breaths, and then bring the foot down, toes facing forwards. Inhale, look forwards, cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, cat pose. So cat cows here in your own time, with your hip a little more open on the right hand side here. Lovely. Inhale, one more. Exhale. Coming back to a neutral spine. Turn the right toes out to the side, rotating that right leg open, and come up onto your left knee. So your foot and your knee should be pretty much in the same line-ish. Pull up the muscle of the right leg, stick those arms out to the sides. And let's inhale, exhale to the right. Look up towards that top arm. I'm using my right hand, palm outwards, just gently placing it on the inside of my right leg. I'm not dumping weight into it at all. Inhale, come back up, warrior two arms, dive forwards. Let's pick that right leg up, circle it back around behind. Watch out for plants behind you, like I failed to do here. And readying yourself for the other side. Inhale, left leg goes out. Exhale, float it round, hover it above the ground for a few moments. Really strong, and then place that foot down, toes face forwards. Inhale, drop the belly, look forward, cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, cat pose. Take a couple more. Getting a nice flowing movement in the spine, but also a hip opener. And a bit of a stretch in the back of that left hamstring probably as well. Beautiful. Come back to a neutral spine, turn the left toes out to the side, pull up all the muscles in that left leg, come up onto your right knee. Make sure your hips are facing towards forwards. So like mine are facing you. Bring your arms out to the sides. Inhale and then exhale. Side stretch to the left. My left hand is just on the inside of my left leg, looking up towards my right elbow or hand. Breathing deeply. Beautiful. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, dive forwards. Inhale, pick up that left foot. Exhale, bring it round to the back and back to all fours. Now I'll just turn so you can see what I'm doing now. I'm tucking all of my toes under. Don't let that pinky little toe miss out on this. Often it tries to escape this kind of thing. So coming to a kneeling position with the toes tucked under, and we'll be here for about 30 seconds. So this is intense for most people in the feet, so let's just focus on putting the belly up and in. Bringing your thumbs to your chest, tuck the chin, focus on your breath. Doing really well. Amazing, keep going. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Thumbs up. So we're going to come now back to our downward dog. Walk the hands and feet a little further from each other perhaps. Take a few breaths. Find your rhythm here. Inhale, right leg high, toes point down. Exhale, bring that knee, that foot all the way through between the hands. Lunge, lower the back knee, keep the back toes tucked. Inhale the arms forward and up. Now, Make sure here that you keep your hips level. So you're trying to bring your left hip forward, your right hip back. Keep that front knee in the midline. Don't let it fall out to the sides. Look forwards. Reach up tall. Lovely. Exhale. Bring yourself into a half split. So you might want to walk your front foot forward a little. You want your left hip to be over your left knee to give you good support. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold over that leg. Bringing those right toes towards you. Getting a big hamstring stretch in the right leg. Breathe. Imagine all that breath going into the back of that right leg. Soothing, opening. Lovely. Look forwards. Roll forwards over that front foot. Tuck the toes at the back if they're not already. Plant the palms, step back, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Beautiful. When you're ready, inhale, left leg goes high. Keep the toes pointing down. Exhale, take that foot through between your hands. Lower the back knee, keep the back toes tucked. Inhale, arms forward and up. Lovely. So this time bringing the right hip forward, left hip back. Keep that left knee in the midline. Don't let it fall out to the side. Look forward, smile if you feel like it. Lovely. On your next exhale, you're going to sweep those hands all the way down, tip the weight back, perhaps bring that front foot forward a little. Make sure that knee at the back is under the right hip. Inhale, look forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold over that front leg. Toes are coming up towards your forehead. Big stretch in the left leg. Wonderful. Nice. So let's look forward. Roll over that front leg. We're going to plant the palms. Step back, downward dog. And let's take, so you're working towards getting your heels towards the floor. So let's lift them for a sec. Inhale them up, exhale them down. Inhale them up, exhale them down. So you're literally just lifting the heels. See what that does to your hips. Have a little experiment here. And then take the opposite sort of thing and bend the knees. Bend the knees deeply and then straighten them again. Inhale to straighten, exhale to bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend, look forwards. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend, look forwards. Lovely. Inhale, straighten. And then really coming up on the tiptoes, pick up your legs one at a time, lifting them up, walking yourself up to the front of your mat, where you'll end in a forward fold. Nice bent knees if you want. If your hamstrings are tight, if your calves are tight, bend the knees, no worries. If your hands don't touch the floor, who cares? No problem. Doesn't matter. It's not what it's about. So then let's take a little bit of heel lifting like we were just now. 1 or 2 times. Inhale then. Bend the knees deeply, heels down, come all the way up. Lovely. Staying where you are, I'm just coming to face you so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to take another kind of forward bend to really get into the backs of the legs. So, toes together. Cross the right foot over the left. Stay with the heel up if you want, or if you can, put the right heel down, do. Inhale up tall, exhale forward fold. Now again, if your hands don't touch the floor, no problem. Just gently hold onto the thighs or the shins. You shouldn't be weight bearing in the hands here. My fingertips are on the floor, but I'm not pressing into the floor with them. They're just kind of resting. Beautiful. Inhale, let's come all the way up. Tall. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take the back leg, swing it all the way around the front, so you should now have your left leg in front. Little toes are touching. Inhale, go up with your arms. Exhale, forward fold. See how this side differs. Maybe you could touch the floor before and you can't on this side. Try not to make any judgment on that. Just see what's the difference. Head is heavy. Lovely. Inhale, let's come all the way up. Inhale the arms up, stretch it out. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's take that back leg and bring it right round, ending in Tadasana. So I'm making my way to the front of my mat. If you aren't at the front of your mat, make your way there. Hands to the heart, hip width distance feet. Inhale, arms up tall. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lifts you halfway. Exhale, folds you down. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee to right wrist. Place that leg down. So my right heel is towards my left hip. My right foot is really flexed. Energy going through that. Sitting up tall in my one-legged pigeon. You can either stay here, anchoring through that back leg and staying upright, or come forwards onto your forearms. If you've got the space, perhaps bring yourself all the way down, forehead to the ground. Wonderful. And if this is really uncomfortable in your knees, then please do come out. Don't suffer. Come to a child's pose, or take any other pose that feels good. When you're ready, coming back up. Let's press into the left foot, kick the right foot high. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee to left wrist. One-legged pigeon on the other side. Bring the fingertips up towards you. Looking forwards, either staying upright like I am right now, with my leg really nice and grounded at the back, supporting you, or bring forearms down perhaps, or maybe the full arms out if you've got the space in the body and in the room. Breathe here. Coming down to the ground now. Send breath into that left hip, into the right front hip, hip flexor. Whatever is achy, just think about your breath all going into that area, like a beautiful colour, your favourite colour, filling that area of the body. Let's inhale and sit up. Come to be upright, and then rock onto your left bum cheek or left hip. Bring your back leg round. You're going to come to cobbler's pose or butterfly pose. I'm facing forwards just so you can see. Bringing your soles of your feet together, knees wide. If your knees are sore in this position, prop them up. Put some pillows under the knees. Open the feet like a book. And give yourself a little massage here. So it's really nice to press the thumbs into the arches of the feet. It feels really good. If you're not used to giving yourself foot massages, then I think you should start now because it's good. Good for you. Fold over. Keep on massaging. Whatever feels good. Giving your legs and feet a bit of love today. So let's think of, like I was just saying, favourite colour, calming colour, and sending that colour into the legs and feet. Take the left leg out in front of you. We're going to come up out of our cobbler's pose now. We're going to pick up our right leg and rock it side to side. You're holding the knee and the foot. Stay like that, or bring the outside edge of the right foot into the crook of your left elbow. Reach the right arm all the way around the outside and clasp the hands together, or I've got my index and middle fingers clasped together. Then you can rock that leg side to side. You can rock forwards and backwards. See what feels nice. I often find I get a bit of a stretch in the right shoulder on this side as well. So bonus. Left foot is nice and flexed. Lovely. Gently place your leg back on the floor. Treat it with love. Bring your left leg up towards you and let's hold onto it. Just rock it a little bit, see how this side feels, and then if you want to take it further and put the foot into the elbow crease and hold it a little closer to the body, then do. Don't forget to stretch and flex that right foot. All limbs are useful and important. Don't forget the ones that you're not currently using. Rocking side to side, forward and back, whatever feels nice. Don't forget to breathe. Lovely. Gently, with care and love, put that foot back on the floor. We're going to come now to lie down. So make your way onto your back and then bring the knees onto your chest. Squeeze them in a bit. Stay here if you like, if it feels nice, or we're going to come to a happy baby. So you grab the outside edges of your feet. If this isn't available to you, you can use your hands on the backs of your thighs instead. Kicking your feet into your fingertips and pulling down on the feet with your fingertips. Rock side to side. Lengthen your neck along the floor. Beautiful. Stretch through the legs and bring the hands down at your sides. You can have them bent if your knees don't go straight, no problem. So I'm here, another option, so we're doing like a legs up the wall pose without a wall. So you can wiggle your hands palm down under your bum and it just lifts the hips a bit. Also gives you a little wrist stretch, feels really good. Flexing the feet, toes come toward your face. Moving the feet around maybe. Bend the knees, feet come down, and let's come to our Shavasana. Nice, everyone. Very nice. So if you're enjoying that, stay in your legs up the wall or put them up an actual wall if you want. Or lie flat, or come to recline cobbler's pose, feet touching, hands interlaced behind the neck, or maybe you bring your feet to the outside edges of the mat, knees together. Find a position that's comfortable because I'm going to leave you here. I'm bringing my hands into prayer, hands to the forehead, namaste. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy, stay here on the floor for as long as you can. And I hope your legs feel a little more loved after that practice.